Hey everyone, it's Shani and I'm back with a Ship With Me. Today is Thursday, February the 20th. I have 4 items going out today. It's about 11 a.m. I worked last night, my full-time job. I ended up getting a call at 6 a.m. I'm a hospice on-call nurse. So I got a call about 6 a.m. That was a 45-minute drive away. So anyway, long story short, I got home late this morning. I got my charting in, and now at 11 a.m. I'm able to focus on what I need to get done for the day before starting my full-time job again tonight at 5 p.m. So I've kind of already been warned a little bit that my job, I'm probably going to hit the ground running right at 5. So much to do and get done before my 5 p.m. job. But the good news is today is my Friday on my full-time job. So I have 7 days off after this. Usually by this time in my rotation I'm telling myself I can do anything for one night in order to have 7 days off. So that's really how I get myself through my week on. But okay, I am just gonna jump into it. I did not stop by the post office. I've not been putting in a order for the mailman to stop at my house because we've gotten so much snow. I figured he's not gonna stop. So I've been driving it in this week. It's only about 3-4 miles from my house, so it's not bad. So I did not go by there yesterday because a lot of things were shut down yesterday. Truthfully, I didn't even know if they would be open. So I just thought, I ship pretty fast anyway. So one more day is not gonna hurt. So I kind of waited yesterday, and then I'm gonna take all of yesterday's and then today's together. So I'm yawning. I'm sorry. I did stop at Mickey D's and get some coffee. So, all right. So 4 items, 3 sold yesterday, 1 sold this morning. I took an offer on and they paid. So I'm going to go ahead and tell y'all what it is. But this sold yesterday, fairly recent. I posted this fairly recently. It's a Chico's. It's called the Chico's Ultimate Tee, black, white striped, size medium, petite. So it's just a really cute long sleeve t-shirt. It's the jersey material. It's the Ultimate Tee. And I looked it up. This day, I got several Chico's. I did a haul on it. It was November the 20th. I got it for 94 cents. The funny thing is I just posted this. It has been on my rack right beside me. It's kind of my death pile rack, which it's getting pretty thin. My death pile is actually getting pretty thin. Let me show you. So this mess in the corner, that is typically part of my death pile. And then I have a hanging rack right beside me that's almost empty. But the clothing baskets and the box that's there, the clothing box, all of that is already marked for the booth. My plan is to get to the booth tomorrow and take that because that's all full. And then that will be, I have been working hard to clear it, and that will be pretty empty. So it's actually, I need to do some thrifting, but I finally sit down and I'm making myself list all this stuff on my death pile rack, whatever you want to call it. And so yeah, I think I said in a previous haul, I didn't know what I wanted to do with all these Chico's because Chico's used to perform pretty well, and some pieces still can, but I've just been struggling with it. And so what I thought I would do is just, I was gonna maybe lot a couple up. Well, it ended up being, I just didn't have, that like the same styles, the same sizes. I didn't want to go through my old, because I know I have some Chicos on that rack. I didn't want to have to mess with going through there, even though I should have probably. So, like this is a medium petite. I did not have another medium petite to list with it. So what I did is I just thought, you know what? I think I'm just going to start listing most Chicos at like a $12.99. Just, that's what I'm going to list it for. If you buy Chicos new, you know that it's not cheap. It really isn't a cheap brand. And they have good quality also. So women do seek out Chicos. I'm just trying to get all the fuzzies off of it. So I listed this for $12.99 2 days ago. And then yesterday I sent an offer off and they accepted. It sold for $11.69 plus shipping. And my net profit was $8.99 on this. So I am really happy with that. It was a super quick sell. And so I'm like, well, maybe I should just do this more. Just have a set standard for what I list certain brands at to help them sell faster, because I'm tired of holding on to some of these brands longer because, you know, their values went down or people aren't looking at them more. I don't know. So that's my thoughts on it anyway. I did not mean to lift that up either. So nice shirt going out. And even though I've had it since November, it sold in 2 days after I listed it. So that is good. Imagine if I would have listed it when I got it. Imagine how fast it would have sold. I wouldn't have had to have it on my death rack forever. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and show you this. This is the one that went out this morning, or that was purchased this morning. I also got this on 11/20, but I got it at a different store, and my cost of goods on this was a little higher. It was $1.60, which for any of you that have watched my videos, you know, if I'm doing a bag sale, usually my cost of goods is around $1. So this day, it just happened to be a little bit more. So $1.60. I claimed it last year, so I'm not going to claim it again this year, but I just wanted to be able to tell you guys. And it's this Torrid super soft knit, hooded cinch waist, anorak robe, pockets gray, size 3. It's just this nice jersey knit material robe. It's from the super soft knit. And it is in excellent condition. I had this listed initially around, I think around like $18.99. I got an offer this morning for $15 plus shipping, and I took it. I was ready to see it go. So my net profit, I lost a little on shipping. I use flat rate shipping for the most part, which I feel really saves the buyer some money. I know a lot of people have had issues with their calculated shipping, and the buyers are like, wow, this shipping is so expensive. So I've just always done flat rate shipping more. I feel like it helps the buyer out and it helps me out. But I did, now that shipping prices have gone up, I did lose just a little bit on this item. So my net profit is only $10.80. And it is going out in this nice little, I just kind of stuffed it in there. Put a nice cute little chicken sticker. My chicks are all still doing okay. They've kind of settled down. They heard my voice out here, so they were kind of chirping away, but they are starting to settle down. Okay, and it is just going in a poly 10 by 13 or 13 by 10, whatever you want to, however you want to say. Okay, and it is going to Rhode Island. That's another reason why I probably lost a little bit on it, just because it's going so far away. Okay, the next item is going out, and it's 10 by 13 as well. This I've had since 11/1, 11/3. That was the weekend I went to the Goodwill outlet with my sister. We had a weekend trip there. I just posted these yesterday, and they sold within a couple hours. So this just goes to show you, like, don't hold on to items, just get them listed, even though it might be a different season. I know some other resellers I was watching, I don't know if it was Mogi Beth or who it was, but she was saying shorts were selling. Maybe it may have not have been her. It may have been someone else, but their shorts were selling, and these are a pair of Gap 1969s, the Authentic Best Girlfriend shorts. It's size 32, which is the size 14 on this other. There's another tag that says 14. They're a raw hem. You can definitely tell they've been worn. I did not post these for much, but even in my description, oh, now my Wi-Fi is going to go out. Even in my description, I put like man-made wear. Isn't it weird when your Wi-Fi just goes out? It's so strange. Here it comes, I think. So I put wear in my in my description, and I listed these for only $12 because, you know, they did have some wear. They're a mall brand. There's so many. If you just type, like, just go to your search bar and type Gap 1969. I mean, there is so much listed, so much. It is like the entire system is just infiltrated with Gap. So, you know, it's just, there's so much of it. I knew I wasn't going to make a ton on these, but I think that weekend, my cost of goods at the Goodwill outlet was 92 cents each when I calculated everything out. So that's my cost of goods on this from last year, and I sell it for $12. They used my 10% off coupon, which saved them $1.20. And my net profit on these is $8.81, and it sold in like 3 hours. So, you know, low sell rate, but very quick flip. So, okay. This next item, I am going to be just very honest with you. You saw this in my last thrift haul video. I was not going to list these online. I was going to list, I had them listed to go into my flea market booth. They were over there in the corner. I have this old box. I'm trying to recycle. I am having a hard time taking the labels off the side. So I'm just going to put it in a poly and kind of keep it wrapped that way. But anyway, I have these already marked to go to the booth. And then a couple of you guys commented, you know, about them. You were interested in them. And so I thought, you know, what the heck? I'll list them for my watchers. And if anyone wants them, you know, they're going to be there. And then if they don't sell before Easter or whatever, I don't know what I'll do with them, but they're super cute. It's a set of little ceramic hand painted rabbits. I'm so mad at myself because yesterday, as I was listing them, I'd already taken most of the pictures. I went to pick them up, and I have what's called middle-age dropsies. I drop stuff all the time. It's like my brain doesn't connect or something. So I dropped this little guy and created a chip right there. I did that. I was so mad at myself. But I went ahead and listed it and put, you know, $14 on the set of them. Comps were kind of, You know, this wasn't a like super, I mean, it's just little ceramic hand-painted rabbits. So you can tell they are vintage, but you know, when I ran comps, it's not like they were worth a ton or anything. So I just thought I'm going to put them for $14. I created that little stupid nick in that one, and it is what it is. And so I posted them, and within, well, a few hours, it sold. So I don't know if it's selling to one of you or not. If it is, I want you to know how appreciative I am. And maybe it's just a coincidence and it sold super fast. But if it is one of you, I super appreciate the sale. And let me tell you, I bought these for $3 on February the 10th. I did not want to leave it was one of those, I knew I wasn't going to make a ton. And I was going to, you know, be spending $3 on them, but I didn't want to leave them at the flea market because I just thought they were so cute. So that is really why I purchased them, because I just didn't want to leave them. And yeah, it worked out. I sold them for $14. The person that bought it, they used my 10% off coupon in my store, and that saved them some money. And it saved them $140. And then my net profit is $7.02. So not a huge net profit, but I'm glad it's going to go to a good home. And we saved it from the landfill. And that's, you know, a lot of times when I buy things that I love like this, I don't have the room for them. I know I have to sell them, but I can't imagine it going to a landfill or ending up, you know, in a bad place. So anyway, I already have it kind of ready. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to stick them in here. I want to make sure I'm not going to crunch its ears. So they're resting peacefully just in there. They're not loose. They're not too tight. I'm just going to kind of fill the top of it with some more paper. And that's it. I'm not going to stuff it too much because I don't want anything to happen. Sometimes when you stuff it too much, that's when it breaks. So you got to be kind of careful on how much you're putting in there. And this would be considered a box in a bag. I know y'all have seen me do this before, but sometimes a buyer actually taught me how to do this. I used to just sell on Instagram. If you go to Instagram, you'll find me, but I'm gonna be honest. It's really hard to maintain all these platforms and to work a full-time job and to not let my selling business go crazy. So this is the most important thing, this and the selling. So I need to get better. I really do need to get better about posting on Instagram. And I go through periods where I'm like, okay, I'm gonna get back at it. But I'll be honest, I just, I'm horrible at it. So I used to post better on Instagram, and I would have live sales, and what was I going? Where was I going with this story? Welcome to middle age. This is what happens. Okay. Oh, box in a bag. So a buyer actually taught me, like, can you do a box in a bag to save me some money? Because it was something like, I don't remember what it is. And I was like, I don't understand what that is. And she was like, oh, honey. And so She actually taught me what a box in a bag was, and I just thanked her like so much just because, you know, that's really, I feel like, you know, we're all put on this earth to be nice and to take care of each other. And I just kind of feel like people like that, I super appreciate constructive criticism and just supporting each other. So, all right. So even though it is in a bag, I'm going to put my label on the top. It's going to look like this. And then I am going to go ahead and put some fragile stickers on it. That way they know. So even though it's in a poly, it's still just, it looks like it was kind of gift wrapped. You know what I mean? In a poly. And that way the box inside is protected. It's not moving around. It looks really good. So, okay. So there are those. I don't know if I told you my net profit. I think I did. Was $702 on that. And they sold same day I listed them. So the rabbit figurines and the Gap shorts sold same day. Same day. Which I thought was amazing, actually. So anyway, the 4 items, they're going out today. So altogether, I have sold 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I've had 9 sales, but then one of those sales had 3 other, it was a bundle of 4 items. So 13 items have sold. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Yeah, 13 items have sold. I have today, tomorrow, Saturday, and Sunday. So I'm just hoping it kind of picks up. But I'm happy with that because there for a few days last week, I was really like Wednesday. When was it? Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. I was like, oh my goodness, this week's gonna just, it's gonna be bad. But anyway, that's all I got for today, folks. If you're still here, please hit the like button and leave me a comment. Let me know how your week's going, and I'll see you tomorrow.